Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Jessie K and I hope you guys are having a great day. I'm very excited to make this video because it's something that I have been feeling for a while and I didn't know how to put it into words until today. So I'm really excited to share this with you. I apologize for any noise in the background. My cat has like this feline intuition where he knows when I'm recording a video, and I don't know, he just makes sure it's his duty to like make as much noise in the background as possible. So I hope that doesn't disturb you too much, but yeah. And now he's just like staring at me, plotting. What are you gonna do next? What's your next move? All right. Anyways, before we get started, I'm just going to light a candle really quickly. And the nature of this video is about how the rules of the game have changed. And I can't wait to really dig into that because what a lot of people are seeing on a global stage when it comes to politics, celebrities, things of that nature, people of that nature. There's like this moment of reckoning, right, where it feels like people left and right are having their like dirty laundry aired out, you know. And I wanted to talk about why that's happening and how. Oh, please no. I please don't do that. I want to talk about why that's happening and what you need to do as well to protect yourself from yourself, okay? So first, this is a age of what I would like to call instant karma, instant manifestation, and that can be a very good thing. You know, if there are things that you have been wanting for a long time and it felt like it's taken you forever to get, this is a time where you're going to notice that the things that you want and you think about in a positive way, they start to come quickly. On the other hand, the negative repercussions are also coming just as quickly. So we're in an age where it's like, the example I like to give is, let's just say that you told a white lie to get out of work, right? Let's just say you said, oh, you know, my car broke down, so I wasn't able to make it into work. Whatever, your boss says, okay, that's fine. And then 3 weeks later, your car breaks down, and it's exactly what you had said was wrong with it. So it's kind of like, okay, now you kind of got to lie again to get out of work. And so you say that you're sick. And then, you know, a week later, you start developing the symptoms that you had because you lied again. And so at that, you know, before, it might have taken you a while to put two and two together that what you're saying is causing, you know, what you're experiencing. And you, at first you would be like, okay, why is all of this happening to me? Like, you're thinking it's happening to you, but really it's happening for you to see that you are in control of your reality. So what's happening now? Well, things are sped up, okay? So there's this time delay between when you think something and when it manifests, right? That time delay is basically non-existent now. It's shortened to the point where it's almost like a spatial delay. Like once you enter the space where all the conditions are met, it just happens. And it can happen within the day, within the hour that you say something. I've noticed this even with like synchronicities popping up. For example, I'll be thinking about a song, I turn on the radio, it's literally playing. I'll be thinking of a song, I walk into a store and it's, you know, on the overhead speaker. I'll be, you know, at a restaurant and I overhear a conversation about something that I was just talking to somebody about a couple of minutes ago. And so it's like, okay, this is getting like really like, you know, quick. So this is where the downfall comes for people who don't understand that the rules have changed, and why you're going to see, especially for the public figures, that this is going to be a very hard time for them because they're still going to be playing by the old rules. Like, first of all, authenticity. I've heard somebody say this. Authenticity is the new currency now. You are not going to be able to get paid for being fake. You're going to pay for your the deceitfulness that you have. Like, you're going to be paying for, you know, the greed that you have. At first you thought you were getting over on people, but it's literally, it's like everything that you thought or they thought was giving them power is about to rob them of that power, because we're entering an age where all that stuff that was done in the dark, like I said, we're not descending into darkness, we're ascending into light. And all of those illusions are starting to dissolve because the light is too pure for anything that is impure to really, you know, to stand. So now we're getting to see people's true colors. People are awakening, and they are, that's crazy, the time. people are awakening, okay? And I'm sorry, that is wild. Okay. So it's just interesting because now what it really is there's been this shift. Okay, so you might have heard or maybe not have about this 3D shift and from the words this shift from the 3D consciousness to a 5D consciousness. And without me getting into it too deeply right now, all I can say is that the 3D realm, okay, is the physical realm that we can see, but the 5D realm, it just kind of overlays it, right? And if you can't really see it with your physical, obviously, senses, but you can sense it with your intuition when you open your third eye and things of that nature. Like I said, I'll get into that stuff later. But the thing is, there has been such a raise, like the words, okay. People have been raising their frequency around the world enough to the point where even people who aren't actively meditating, aren't actively praying or working with crystals or doing any sort of, spiritual practice, they're starting to have their abilities of waking up. So I've had people who are telling me about their like deja vu dreams, and they're telling me, I'm knowing things and saying things, and I'll talk with somebody and we say the same thing at the same time. And when I hear that, I'm like, I know what it is. I know what it is. But they don't know what it is. But it's the fact that you're not even doing any practice to try to open your third eye, but you're being activated anyway. So, with that said, the interesting part right now for everybody, the thing that everyone really needs to know about this game changer, is that whatever it is that you've been doing and you're noticing it's not working, it's going to be clearer that it's not working. And you're going to also gain more clarity on what you do need to do. And the biggest thing you can do right now is to be your most authentic self, okay? If it doesn't feel like something you need to do, or if it doesn't resonate with you, don't do it. Avoid spaces that, drain your energy. Avoid people that drain your energy, not because you're in fear of it, but just because this is a time where like silence and solitude and stillness is really going to be your best friend. There's a lot of noise going on, and it's important not to get caught up in all that noise and all that drama. But obviously, when you do finally decide to go out into society, just remember that you are literally, it's crazy. It's just hard. It's like hard to explain, but it's like the people that this resonates with, like we are the ones who are like the pioneers of this new earth, this new society, this new way of existing. And by us being by us being our authentic selves, we are ushering in this new age of just peace and harmony, because we're no longer doing things on a surface level. We're doing things on a soul level. We're healing our souls and healing the next generation through the ways that we work on ourselves now. Because it's like literally the one thing I could say, and this is why I have decided to start posting my videos about what I'm experiencing, is that I'll have a moment where I'm in meditation or I'm just driving or something, and I'll have a thought, and then later on that day, like I'll go on YouTube and I'll see a video and it is word for word what I was thinking. And I'm like, wow, there are so many people around the world who are already starting to experience this unity consciousness. So why not put my perspective out there? Why not put my information out there so people can, see if it fits for them? And if they, we just never know, okay? Like I said, there is so much power in numbers, okay? And we don't know how big of an impact we will have if we never take the leap, make the step. But yeah, that was my biggest message for today, to let you guys know this era that we are in. It is begging for our authenticity, really. Like it is necessary that we don't slight ourselves, and we are true to ourselves, because we will really be paid in abundance for being who we are supposed to be. And the people who think they're gonna skirt and keep being shady and all of that, it's not gonna go too well for them. I pray that people obviously wake up to it and wake up to their paths, but honestly, the age of reckoning is here. I mean, it's here. It's amongst us. Okay. But anyways, I hope that you guys have a lovely day. I hope that this message resonated. If there's anything that you want me to talk about, please leave it in the comments. If there's anything you want to share with me about any synchronicities you've been experiencing, please let me know. This is a crazy time, and I love to like touch base with people and hear from everybody. So anyways, also, my cat, he decided to come over here. Say hey, Jax. Oh, no claws. No claws. You're shy today? Sometimes he'll be all up in the camera. I guess he's shy today. Okay. It's okay. All right, y'all. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Peace.